What's going on YouTube? Now if you guys have seen my previous tips and tricks video going to be listed right here, then you guys already know that I give away some of the important tips and tricks in order to complete the Titan job a lot more faster. But in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys all of the potential tips and tricks that you guys can do for the Titan job mission. These tips work for normal mode and for hard mode, so make sure to go ahead, leave a comment down below if I do miss out on anything or any other tips that you guys may know. But without further ado, let's get started with the video. Now first things first, before you guys even do get started with all these tips and tricks, you guys want to make sure to have the Mark II heavy revolver. This is guaranteed the one thing that you guys want to have at least. It should cost about $100,000 to upgrade it, but you guys also want to make sure that you guys have the ammo type as the full metal jacket rounds, the FMJ rounds, but you guys could use the regular default rounds. So for this video I'll be using the default rounds just to show you guys that it can work without any special ammo types. Now other than the revolver, you guys want to have the heavy sniper Mark II as well. Now this one is very preferable to have the explosive rounds on this sniper, but if you guys do not have the explosive rounds as a researched equipment, then you guys could just use the default rounds. But for this video, just to speed up the process, I will be using the explosive rounds. But other than that, that concludes all the weapons that you guys would preferably need to get all of this set up. So make sure you guys go ahead, buy these Mark II weapons, and then we can get started with the actual Titan job missions. Starting off with the very first setup, this is what you guys want to go ahead and do. You guys just want to use your heavy sniper with the explosive rounds preferably, and you guys just want to zoom in, look at the transmission tower, and you want to aim your reticle straight down and just kind of match it with the actual tower support beams. So just aim it down like this, and then you guys will be able to get both of the transmission tower support beams. And from there you guys just need to hop on the bike and then just make your way over down to the road. Now once you guys do get to this road right here, you guys just want to follow this road. Do not get on top of any of the mountains, and get ready to request your personal vehicle. Just make sure you guys have this menu up and just make your way over to the freeway. Now once you guys do get to this freeway, I know that a lot of you guys were having issues with this revolver glitch right here, so I'm just going to show you guys a quick tutorial on how to do this glitch. Now in order to do this glitch, you guys will be needing the revolver Mark II. That's why I said to go ahead and buy the revolver Mark II. Now in order to do this glitch, you guys want to go into first person, make sure that your gun is facing up in the sky like this, and you guys want to press your weapon wheel and your shoot button at the same exact time. You want to make sure to press and hold the weapon wheel at the same exact time, and make sure that when you guys are on this weapon wheel screen, you guys want to release your firing button and then release the weapon wheel button. If you guys have done it correctly, your weapon will aim back into the sky and shoot by itself. From there, you guys want to go ahead and keep shooting until you get to the final bullet. Once you guys are on the final bullet, you guys can just simply shoot that last bullet and it will act like a minigun and just spray a whole bunch of magnum bullets. I hope this clears this up a little bit more for you guys, but let's get back into the tips and tricks. Now once you made it to the middle of the freeway, you guys want to start doing the revolver glitch. Now make sure not to destroy the plane before it passes this cable tower right here. From there, you guys can just do the revolver glitch and it will destroy the plane and drop all of the packages at the same exact time. From there, you guys can get in your personal vehicle and then just drive all the way up to the packages, collect them, and then deliver them all the way to Oscar's buyer. Now the alternative way to end up doing this is going to be for the people that may not have the heavy sniper explosive rounds, or you guys may have the explosive rounds but you guys just cannot hit the actual tower from the hangar. What you guys can go ahead and do is just drive the Manchester bike all the way up to this mountain right over here. Now once you have made it on top of the mountain, you guys want to pull out your heavy Mark II sniper, whether it be the explosive rounds or the regular rounds, and you guys just want to shoot the pillars from here. It'll be a lot more easier to see and a lot more easier to shoot, so you guys can just use the explosive rounds or the regular rounds and then you guys can get it destroyed. Now from here, you guys just want to go ahead, head all the way down, call in your personal vehicle, but this time around you guys want to call in your vigilante. You guys do not want to call in a How Could You Drag or any other vehicle. You guys want to call in your vigilante if you guys have a vigilante. If not, you guys could technically shoot the plane with the heavy explosive rounds or the regular sniper. It would just take a lot more longer, but pull out your vigilante and just use the missiles and just start spamming missiles at the plane. Now usually it'll take about 10 to about 15 missiles to fully get all the packages to drop down. From there, you guys just want to drive over each of the packages. You do not need to get out of the vehicle to pick them up. Just drive over the packages, you'll have them all collected, and then you guys can make your way over to Oscar's buyer. If you end up doing either of these tips and tricks, you guys can definitely get this setup done in about 2 to 3 minutes. But that concludes the tricks for this setup. Let's move on to the next setup. Now moving on, we have the mogul setup. Now for this setup, the first trick you guys want to go ahead and do is just hop into the VLUM. Do not take any of your personal vehicles to get to the actual Banyan Cannon. You guys just want to go ahead and just take the VLUM to that location. Now once you guys have made it to the airfield, all you guys want to simply go ahead and do is just parachute straight down into the airfield and land on the black mogul. From there, you want to just simply hop straight into the mogul and then just take off. Do not bother fighting any of the enemies. Just quickly take off immediately. If you guys do need to eat snacks, then eat some snacks. Now once you guys do take off with the mogul, you guys want to fly straight up into the sky. You guys do not want to fly low down. If you guys do end up flying lower to the ground, you guys could potentially have this glitch happen to you. What the glitch is that sometimes these planes will end up crashing into each other, and when they crash into each other, then one of them will literally veer off direction and end up going to the Pacific Ocean. Literally, they end up going to the Pacific Ocean. I don't know why. They just end up going across the entire map. They end up making their way to Liberty City or like GTA 6 at this point. So make sure to fly high up and then just dive down when you get to McKenzie Airfield. Once you guys do get to McKenzie Airfield, it's pretty simple. You guys just want to dive straight down like what I told you guys earlier. Dive straight down, make sure that Oscar destroys all of the jets, and then from there you guys just want to go ahead and destroy all of the other stuff that you guys need to destroy with the mogul. Now this is a key part in this video. Make sure you guys are paying attention. Once you guys do steal the first mogul, you guys want to make sure to get the VLUM and fly right back to the second mogul. You guys want to go ahead and collect the second mogul. There is a reason to do this, so make sure to go ahead and collect that second mogul. If another VLUM does not spawn in, just take your regular personal vehicle and drive all the way up to where the second mogul is located. But that concludes the tips for this setup. Now let's move on to the next setup. Now I end up explaining this in my previous tips and tricks video, but the first method that you guys could technically do is to go ahead, get your scuba gear and take the dinghy and make your way over to the location. Once you guys have made it to the location, collect all of the little intel boxes that you guys need to collect, and then blow up the dinghy once you guys make it back to the surface. This will spawn you back at the house. Now a secondary trick that you guys could do is that once you collect the final piece of intel, you guys just have to go ahead and swim in front of one of these sharks. Once you guys do swim in front of one of these sharks, they will start eating you. You just have to wait for them to fully eat you and wait for your entire health bar to fully deplete, and then you guys will end up dying. Once you die, you guys will respawn back at the house again. From there, all of the intel will be on this table right here, so you can just collect all 4 pieces of intel and then make your way over to the McKenzie Airfield. Now I personally do like the regular dinghy method more. I like just swimming up to the top and then throwing a sticky bomb at the dinghy, because sometimes when you guys are trying to do it for the shark, sometimes the sharks will straight up just not eat you. You have to get literally right in front of their face. So this is why I prefer the dinghy option over the shark method. Now that concludes all of the tricks for this setup. Let's move on to the next setup. Up next is the iron mule setup. Now most people do this setup completely wrong, and this is actually a very easy and fast setup to do. Now usually what people will do is that they will place their jammers down and then start destroying all of the helicopters that start spawning in order to fill up the backup bar. Now instead of doing that, you guys want to simply find all of these jeeps that are around the entire location and throw sticky bombs on these jeeps. Now the maximum limit is 5, because it turns out that you guys can only have about 5 sticky bombs before they start despawning. So all you guys need to go ahead and do is find 5 of these jeeps and then just place 5 sticky bombs on each of these jeeps. Now once you have placed your final jammer and you guys are ready to start destroying the Eberhard assets, you guys want to just get in cover right here, and you guys want to destroy only 2 of these helicopters. So if you guys have a RPG or the railgun, in this case, you guys can go ahead and use the railgun or the RPG and then destroy these 2 helicopters that start spawning in. Now once you guys destroy these 2 helicopters, you guys want to detonate each of these sticky bombs. They're gonna fill up the bar immediately, and then from here you guys just need to destroy about 2 to 3 more jeeps, and then from there you guys will have the entire thing fully done in about 30 seconds. Now since you guys are already on this setup, I would just say that you guys should go ahead and pick up the Insurgent Custom. The reason why is because the Insurgent Custom will end up giving you guys a little bit more money in the finale, because it counts as one of the additional stuff that you guys could collect. So if I was you, I would go ahead and pick up the Insurgent Custom. That does it for this setup. Now let's move on to the next one. Up next we have the ammunition setup. Now this setup doesn't really have any tips and tricks to it. The only thing I can really tell you guys is that if you guys haven't already, make sure to go ahead and collect all of the additional stuff that it comes with. Now these additional stuff are going to include the mogul upgrade crate, the weapon upgrade crate, and the heavy armor crate. Now the reason why you guys want to end up collecting these crates is because as long as you guys end up collecting them one time, they will forever be a part of the Oscar government missions. So that means that you guys do not need to go and collect these crates every single time you do these setups. All it takes is just one time and they will be a part of your character forever. Now finally, that concludes all of these setup tips and tricks. Now let's move on to the finale tips and tricks. Now moving on, we have the Titan job finale. Now make sure to go ahead and get those extra weapon upgrades and those extra heavy armor upgrades that you guys did go ahead and collect. Make sure to go ahead and collect all those real quick. Now once you have collected all those upgrades, like I said before, make sure that you guys did go ahead and collect this extra mogul. Now this is what you guys want to go ahead and do. You guys want to get inside of the regular mogul mogul with Oscar, and then quickly spam triangle to exit out of the mogul. Once you guys exit out of the mogul, you guys want to hop inside of the additional mogul that you guys stole from the setup, and then this is the mogul you guys want to be using to end up destroying the Titan 250D. Now I know you guys have seen the other method with the buzzer glitch, but sadly this buzzer glitch method only works on normal difficulty. If you guys do want to learn how to go ahead and do it, then check out the video on the top right of the screen right here. This will tell you guys how to go ahead and do the buzzard method. But once you guys have gotten the mogul, same thing like the buzzer method, you guys just want to get behind the actual Titan 250D, and you guys want to be using the machine guns put onto the actual mogul. These machine guns are not as strong as the actual buzzard machine guns, keep that in mind, so it's going to take a little bit longer than it actually does take when you guys do the buzzard method. But as long as you guys end up hitting your shots, then you guys will be 100% fine. Now as I was doing this method, I was actually missing a lot of my shots. I was actually missing way more than I should have, and I ended up completing this, I believe, about the point where I ended up getting towards the military base. Right after I passed the military base, I ended up completing it when I was like on the little bridge area. So you guys can definitely get this done before you get to the actual military base. Just make sure to hit your shots. Now there is a secondary option that you guys could go ahead and do, and I'm about to show you it right now. Now same thing as the first method, you guys want to fly the secondary mogul, and when you guys are on this mogul, you guys want to use the bombs instead. You guys want to be using the cluster bombs that are equipped with the mogul. Now this one is a lot more trickier because you guys have to generally be right on top of the plane at all times if you guys want to make this as efficient as possible. I personally don't do this because I have not yet fully mastered flying this plane and getting it right on top of this, because sometimes the mogul can go a little bit more faster than the Titan 250D, and you guys will just end up missing a lot of your cluster bombs. So if you guys do end up doing this method and actually master it, you guys can definitely get this done. You guys can probably get it done around this location right here, just before you even reach the military base. If you guys do end up using your piloting skills and actually, you know, maximizing and becoming the next Top Gun Maverick, then you guys can definitely get this done before you even reach the military base. But it's going to take some time and it's going to take a lot of learning. Now once you have shot down the Titan 250D and you guys are doing the basic repair engine setup leading up to actually filling up the Titan, this is what you guys want to do, because I know some of you guys end up dying on this step. Simply just take out all of the enemies that are around the actual ammunition box. Once you guys take them out, you guys just want to immediately start filling up the actual ammunition. Now there's going to be people that will start spawning in. You guys do not even want to bother exiting out of this animation at all. You guys just want to keep filling up the actual Titan. Now you guys will be getting shot a couple of times. The only time you guys should ever get out of this animation is if your health is on the red bar. Once it is on the red bar, then you guys should exit out, kill any of the enemies, and then continue doing what you're doing. But if you guys are not on the red bar, just take the couple of 2 to 3 shots that you guys will be taking, but just keep filling up the actual ammunition. After you guys are done filling up the ammunition, you guys just want to immediately get inside of the Titan, and if you guys do need to, eat some snacks and then take off with the Titan. Now when it comes to taking out the Eberhard equipment and the Eberhard vehicles, this is what you guys want to go ahead and do. When it comes to the very first vehicles, the Mobile Operations Center, this can be very easy. You just simply get right next to it and shoot them down. Now when it comes to the submarine, there is a little trick that you guys could go ahead and do, because normally the submarine takes about 6 shots to actually become destroyed, and you guys will only have about 5 shots in your 40mm cannon. So the best way to go about this is that you guys want to kind of be a little bit spaced out from the actual submarine. You guys do not want to be too close, but you guys do not want to be too far. You guys want to be just in the middle between both of those, and you guys want to just shoot the 5 shots and then turn your camera all the way to the left, wait for your thing to fully reload, and then by then you guys can shoot the very bottom end of the submarine, therefore destroying it. Now when it comes to the train, you guys want to go ahead and leave the train conductor alive. You guys want to leave him for last. So you guys want to get behind the train, kind of be spaced out just like the submarine, and you guys want to take out all the things in the very far back. Once you guys take out all of the things in the very far back, you guys just want to tilt your plane a little bit to the left just to not crash into the actual mountain, and then from there you guys just want to go back onto the cannon. Make sure that you guys are pretty close, make sure you guys are not too far away like me. Just make sure to go up a little bit more ahead and then shoot the last 2. Now once you guys do shoot the last 2, you guys want to just dive straight into the ground. Do not even bother trying to fly around, just dive straight into the ground, crash the plane, and then you guys will get a mission failed. Once you guys do click restart, the game will load you into the Sandy Shores airfield, and then from there you guys just want to run back into the Titan 250D and then take it all the way to Mackenzie airfield. Now this method does save some time. It doesn't save a lot of time. It might save you about 20 to 30 seconds, but still 20 to 30 seconds is still time, not not wasted. You guys can just go ahead and do this instead of having to turn the plane all the way around and then fly all the way back to Mackenzie Airfield. Now, if you guys completed all these tips and tricks, you guys can just go ahead, complete the mission, and be awarded your $1.5 to $1.6 million in GTA Online. But anyways, that concludes today's video for all the tips and tricks for the Oscar Guzman mission. If I left anything out, make sure to leave a comment down below and tell me any of these tips that you guys may know about this mission. Make sure you guys subscribe and leave a like because I know you guys love my content. Make sure to click on this video if you guys want to learn the best money making methods this week in GTA Online, and click on this video if you guys want to learn the best thing to pair with the new Titan job mission.